We asked Adlucites what company of caring means to them, and here's what they shared.
When I think of company cares, a memory that comes to mind is about 3 months after I started working at Adlucent. One morning, I was on my way home and I saw a cat in the middle of the road with a broken leg. So I messaged my supervisor, Leslie Roach, and I let her know that I was going to take the little guy into the emergency vet. And she immediately sent my Venmo information in the Fur Babies channel and asked any Adlucites that might be able to help donate to do so, or to just send well wishes. And I was so blown away by all these Adlucites that either donated or just sent good vibes that I had never even met or worked with before. And it just really showed me the company culture and that Adlucites really do care. And thankfully we were able to get Apollo's leg amputated, and now he is my 3rd fur baby, living his best life with his 2 siblings being spoiled and sent way too frequently in the Fur Babies channel. But I can't thank all the Adlucites that helped out enough, especially Leslie.
Most companies, I think, say that they value employees, that they care about them, but I've seen it over the course of my 9 years at the company. I've had 3 major surgeries. Each of those times I was part of a different group of people. I had different direct managers, and the company was always there for me to make sure that I had the support that I needed to recover and get back to my best self so that I could do my best work. Every company should do that, and most companies say that they'll do that, but what happens in the real world is sometimes different than what should happen. So it's been a great pillar for me, and I appreciate the fact that Adlucent stands by a company of caring.
My example of how Adlucent has been a company of caring for me is with how I got involved with volunteering with other Adlucites. Amanda Massey actually reached out to me personally because we've talked at company meetings and happy hours and stuff like that. But she actually reached out to me personally to help me get involved with volunteering. It was a very sweet message, and she really helped me through the sign-up process to actually be able to volunteer with the local Austin Food Bank. And the whole experience was just really awesome, working with other Adlucites. Again, Amanda's super, super sweet. So she just really made the experience that much better. And then, once it was all said and done, I was really proud of, everything that we did for the food bank. And we even hung out afterwards and chit-chatted about, other possible volunteer opportunities and, what other things we can do with other Adlucites to build that culture of caring. So I just thought overall, that's really my favorite example of how Adlucent has been a company of caring for me.
As a member of the Employee Experience team, as well as sitting on the DEI Council and the Culture Council, I'm constantly surrounded by coworkers who remind me that Adlucent is a company of caring every single day. And my favorite story about this is back in February when the earthquake struck Turkey and Syria. I thought to myself, okay, the DEI Council is putting out initiatives for our fellow associates, for the communities around us. So I found a recovery fund and I sent the link in the general Slack and set it up to be a Work Tango donation option. And the turnout was incredible. We had 65 people donate to the cause, and I was able to send that money to the Turkey and Syria recovery fund that was actually doing work on the ground. And it was truly a testament to not only how much Adlucites care about each other, because that is so obvious, but also how much we care about those around us, no matter how far away they are.
I was asked to talk about what company of caring means to me, and a lot of things came to mind. I've been at the company for 5 years, so definitely Adlucites have shown their caring to me in a lot of different ways over a lot of different examples. A few that came to mind pretty quickly for me were our frequent walks over to the Petite Pantry to offer donations to our neighbors in need by the office. Amy Lynn has been a champion of that program, and a lot of other people have joined on those walks and on those little initiatives, which reminded me of our daily walks at the South Congress office that Adlucent used to have. It just has been a really great way to build community. A couple of other things that came to mind for me was the first day of our Adlucent soccer team. My car broke down on the first match, and B. Valerie, who didn't even know me at the time, offered to pick me up at my house, and I got to the game, and on the way home he even offered to stop and get food in case I didn't have transportation, and it was just kind of one of those above and beyond moments that definitely stood out to me. A last one that I can think of is this little tea mug that Lee on my team gave me for my birthday once, and It came with a tea warmer, like a plate that plugs in on my desk, and so I can have hot tea or coffee all day while I work. And it's just those little things that definitely add up to make Adlucent stand out as a company of caring.
Back during the freeze in 2021 in February, my power went out, as did most people's, on that Monday. And then shortly after, my phone completely stopped working. It wouldn't charge, it wouldn't turn on. I couldn't contact the outside world, with the exception of the person who lived in the back house, because I was living alone at the time. And it just so happened that he was friends with someone at Adlucent, and I asked him to tell the person at Adlucent to tell Kristen Beverly, my manager, that like, hey, I'm okay, but I don't have a phone and I don't have power. And Kristen took that information and did this sneaky little coordination with Kelsey Lawrence. And one of them came and picked me up at my house and my 2 cats. And I stayed at Kelsey Lawrence's for 5 days. She fed me and saved me and my cats from the cold.